Hi, my name is Jasmine Johnson, and today's presentation will be about business etiquette, the professional image, the do's and the don'ts. What is business etiquette, you may ask? Business etiquette is the expected behaviors and expectations for individual actions within a society, group, or class within a place of business. It is just not knowing what to discuss during a business dinner or a business meeting, or even how to address colleagues. It is a way to present yourself in such a way that you will be taken seriously. Business etiquette involves communicating effectively and building functioning relationships and showing respect for both colleagues and customers. Good business etiquette includes dressing appropriately. This shows consideration for others and indicates that you also take yourself seriously. Today's point of reference will be about personal hygiene, outward appearance, body language, and tone of voice. These three factors are very important within today's workplace and can make or break an employee or any opportunities you may have with or within a company. I have worked in the customer service field for over 10 years and have dealt with customers and coworkers in many different settings. These three factors that we will discuss today have been a foundation that I have learned, have become accustomed to even outside of work, and may even say I have mastered throughout my time. We will start with personal hygiene because I believe that is the base. This is your daily regimen of preparing yourself for the workday. For men and women, most of the needed or necessary grooming tips for the workplace are common, but there are also gender specifics as well. For men, keep your hair, both facial and on top of your head, neat and trimmed. Body hair should be cut low enough that if you decide to loosen your top buttons on a shirt, that you will not be able to see chest hair. For women, also keep your hair neatly styled and avoid any severe hairstyles. And if you like to color your hair, please use natural hair tones or reach out to your HR department to see what other options you may have. The next few tips listed here are for both men and women. Fresh breath is a must when interacting with others. Avoid any foods with strong odors like onions, garlic, or coffee. And if you happen to be a smoker, please use a mint and possible body spray or mist if you weren't in a very well ventilated area. Use deodorant or some type of antiperspirant, and do not use excessive amounts of aftershave, cologne, or perfume. In regards to tattoos, jewelry, or piercings, please review policies or reach out to HR about any rules or regulations against them in case you may have hidden or covered up anything during the interviewing process. Here you will find a few examples of the do's and the don'ts for personal hygiene. I sure hope that guy and the girl under the do's make it to work on time based on their pampering process. And the guy with the face mask under the don'ts, I hope we never have to walk around like that in our offices. When it comes to outward appearance, this is important because this is the representation you give off first. When a colleague or customer sees you, they will pay attention, and if it is not appealing, it may speak volumes. Again, both men and women have similar expectations when it comes to dressing for the workplace. Keep it professional or business casual, depending on the company itself, and always follow the rules. There have been many occasions where I have seen employees sent home for not following guidelines or just want to step outside the box entirely too much. Although you may have to follow certain criteria, you can still throw your own creative and unique style into the mix and let your individuality shine through. One factor of outward appearance is body language. Body language is another nonverbal cue. It can either show that you are friendly, knowledgeable, and welcoming, or it can show that you are uninterested, unfamiliar, or just unsure. There are a few tips that we all can follow in regards to body language in the workplace. First is posture. Now we've all heard it before. Chest out, stomach in, shoulders back, and heads up. This radiates confidence whether you are walking or sitting. Eye contact is another important piece. Maintaining eye contact during business interaction also shows confidence, interest, and respect. Handshakes are next. Make sure your grip is firm and that you are using eye contact and a smile. This radiates positive energy. Now, these next two that I will mention are definitely things we all have to learn to work on, both in the workplace and in our personal lives as well. The first one is facial expressions. Please pay attention to the faces or looks you give during business interactions. Don't allow your face to either tell it all or not tell enough. Find a happy medium if you can. The next tip is personal space. This is another tricky one because you never know how an individual is, so this comes with time. Don't stand too far away because it makes you seem uninterested, and too close comes off as intimidating or aggressive. You also have to learn how to find a happy medium with this one. Now, I hope you didn't think we were only going to talk about body language, because with body language also comes the tone of voice. Tone of voice is very important in a professional setting because it not only represents you, it also represents the company which you work for. It creates a level of respect and confidence amongst leaders or supervisors, colleagues, and even customers. You not only have to watch your tone in person, but if you communicate through other channels, this is also very important. One key thing to remember is not always what you say, but how you say it. I will touch on two different communication channels for which tone of voice is very important. The first will be phone etiquette, and the next will be email etiquette. Phone etiquette is very important in today's workplace, especially when you are dealing with customers. Customers are a key source to a successful company. I will read off a few tips for phone etiquette that you can take with you. Proper telephone communication training is necessary. It provides consistency amongst employees. Never interrupt the customer regardless of the situation. Know your information, company rules, regulations, and policies. Smile while you are talking. It makes you sound happier through the phone. And learn how to properly deal with irate or angry customers and when you should transfer a call to an upper level. Email etiquette is the next topic of conversation. Email etiquette is very important in today's workplace as well because that may be the highest form of communication with not only internal audience but an external audience as well. Next will be a few tips for you all to remember. Include a clear and direct subject line. Use a professional email address. Always keep in mind of the audience. Maintain a good level of professionalism with a fine line on humor so your main points are not lost in translation. Steer clear of exclamation marks if possible, and also be very cautious of bold, all caps, or certain font colors. Proofread every email and correct any errors or typos. And last but not least, keep your fonts classic and try to avoid a multitude of pictures and colors so that your message is understood and the reader is not easily distracted. Today we have learned about a list of things in regards to your professional image in today's workplace. Business etiquette is not only about how you interact with others, but how you represent yourself as well. A few points to remember once you leave here today should be: personal hygiene is a must. Do not avoid the foundation of your work. With personal hygiene comes your outward appearance. If you skip the first step, the second step may not be as effective. Body language may not seem important to everyone, but when you are dealing with others on a daily basis, be mindful of how you portray yourself. Last, but definitely not least, tone of voice. Watch what you say, and if it must be said, watch how you say it. You can offend someone without even realizing it. These key factors will help you build and create a successful professional image that will only get better over time. Again, my name is Jasmine Johnson, and I thank you for your time today. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or to ask me in person. Thank you.